call upon the permanent observer of the Holy See. You have the floor.
Mr. President, my delegation would like to express its serious concerns over the increasingly difficult challenges presented by various refugee crises in different parts of the world. At the present time, as everybody knows, we are witnessing the highest level of displacement ever recorded. The scale and nature of refugee displacements today requires us to act in a comprehensive and predictable manner in large-scale refugee movements. We have an urgent social, political, and ethical duty to address these issues and their root causes in a spirit of cooperation and solidarity. The recent New York Declaration is a positive sign that there remains a willingness to address the grave refugee crisis unfolding in our world. The declaration tasks the UNHCR to develop a comprehensive refugee response framework, setting out a blueprint for a stronger system. With these encouraging developments, we must also be realistic about implementation. Repeated promises and pledges have been made, but effective and durable implementation has been sorely lacking, and the rights of refugees, as laid out in various international instruments, continue to be violated. Such violations constitute wounds to the international order, which risk provoking cynicism and the slide toward a true globalization of indifference. Mr. President, the Holy See, while assuring its firm commitment to work with all interested parties to assist the needs of refugees and migrants, wishes to reiterate a strong appeal for the implementation of the existing provisions contained in the Refugee Convention. My delegation believes that it would make all the difference if the existing rights of refugees were guaranteed with additional economic and financial investments and especially political will. Then refugees would become agents of development, even in their host country, and not just recipients of aid or merely tolerated guests. Closely related to respecting the existing rights of refugees is an urgent need for action on the underlying causes, be they domestic or international. Priority should be given to addressing the root causes of displacements and to preventing them. Early warning and response systems that can foster reconciliations are needed when tensions emerge. International support is needed to strengthen good governance and the rule of law and to address structural inequalities. The Holy See wishes to reiterate its urgent appeal for political and multilateral effort to confront these root causes. As Pope Francis has said, this would mean rethinking entrenched habits and practices, beginning with issues involving the arms trade, the provision of raw materials and energy, investment policies of financing and sustainable development, and even the grave scourge of corruption. Mr. President, prevention, protection, and solutions are strongly interlinked to the extent that if one fails, the other will not be able adequately to deliver. Political will and leadership, both at the national and global level, are essential for the effectiveness of these three areas. Refugees need our solidarity, compassion, and protection. Thank you, Mr. President.